Okay, Monday morning, Labor Day holiday. We are at Graton Casino. It is 5 minutes till the 10 a.m. Poker tournament. $135 buy-in. Sounds like they're estimating at least 40 to 50 players, so it could be a nice payout. I got to see if I can beat my 701. That's the biggest payout of the weekend so far. I've had two sessions. The poker, I won 254, and the blackjack 701. Had a great time last night. McLaughlin luck held true for sure. So let's go win this tournament, and we will be talking about this one on Tuesday. Later. Good Lord, I'm running hotter than Klay Thompson in the Game 6 of the playoffs, baby. Alright, we are at break. Played for an hour and 20 minutes. Started with 10,000 in chips. I saw a few hands with some suited connectors, didn't hit anything. I got all the way down to 5,000, and then I went on this crazy sick run of cards for about an hour. So I'm going to do 3 hand breakdowns. So enjoy my ride from 5K up to close to 30K in a short amount of time. Watch this. Okay, so hand breakdown number 1 in the tournament. So this is a $135 buy-in, no limit hold'em tournament with no rebuys. We started the tournament with 10,000 in tournament chips. I was gambling it up a lot, trying to make some hands, make some big flops. I lost half my stack without really ever winning a hand. But this is the hand that really got the momentum going for me. I got all the way down to this. I started this hand with 4,600 in chips. So I was 2 off the button with 6 of spades, 8 of spades, and I raised it to 600. The blinds are 1 and 200 with a $200 big blind ante. There were 2 calls. Flop came ace of hearts, jack of hearts, 6 of diamonds, and it checked to me. I just have bottom pair with no heart, but I had to represent the ace, so I bet 1,000. And there were 2 calls, one from the big blind, one from the button. The turn was the 8 of hearts, putting the 3rd heart out there and giving me 2 pair. And at this point, my chips are pretty much to the point where I just have to move it in. I mean, it's an overbet, but I'm going with it. I'm not folding at this point because I'm so short stacked. So the big blind checked. I shipped it in for 4,000. There was a fold, and then the big blind who had checked called with ace of spades, 7 of clubs, top pair with a garbage kicker, rivers of 3 of clubs, and I doubled up. Thank you for the donation, sir. Okay, so now I'm starting to chip up pretty well. So for this second hand breakdown, the blinds are still 1 and 200 with a 200 big blind ante. And I'm starting the hand with 18,500, which is almost double my starting stack. So I have another beautiful Sean hand, the 5-8 of hearts. So the guy just to my direct right puts out a $1,000 chip, doesn't say raise. He wanted to raise, but the dealer said it has to be a call because he didn't announce raise, and there's a 1-chip rule that says if you put 1 chip out and you don't say raise, it's automatically a call. So he calls. If he would have raised, I'm probably folding this, but because he called, now I'm in the pot trying to gamble it up. And there were 2 other calls, so 4 people saw the flop. Flop comes 7 of hearts, 3 of clubs, 2 of diamonds. So I have 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush. A lot of good turn cards could come out for me to make a pair or a straight draw or a flush draw. So the one guy leads out for 500. There's another call. I decide to call just to see what happens on the turn. I could win a big pot if the right card comes out. Turn is a 4 of spades, and now I have the open-ended straight draw. Same guy leads out for another 500. The guy who called on the flop folded, and I call. I Still have a lot of good cards I could hit. The river is the beautiful 6 of spades, giving me the stone cold nuts. So on the board it reads 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and I have 5, 8. But any 5 also makes a straight, but I have a better straight if someone has a 5. So the guy that was leading out for 500, he makes a huge bet, 2,500. I sit there for a minute, think it over, put my Hollywood act on. I decide to move all in, and he has about 3,000 chips behind. He calls. He had 7 of diamonds, 5 of clubs for a worse straight, and I busted him. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Okay, I'm sitting pretty here now. I'm at 32,100. Here's the third hand breakdown. Blinds are 200, 400 with a 400 big blind ante. I'm in the cutoff, which is 1 off the button with the queen of clubs, 8 of clubs. The guy to my direct right raises to 1,200. I call. Figure if I can hit a big flop, I can bust him. I've been running hot too, so I'm playing my rush. Everyone else folds. Flop comes 7 of hearts, 8 of spades, 8 of hearts. So I flop trips. There's definitely, it's a draw heavy board, 2 hearts, 2 to a straight. He leads out for 2,500, and he's only got 2,500 more behind. I put on my Hollywood act again. I finally decide to move all in. I put him all in. And he calls, he flips up ace of hearts, 10 of hearts. So it's not exactly what I was hoping to see because he's got the flush draw and it's the most outs he could have against me likely. The turn is a 3 of spades, 9 is a river of clubs. So I bust him, I dodge the hearts, and now I'm sitting really pretty at 38,900. So I did lose about 10,000 in a pot. I had 6, 7 of spades, raised it up, guy to my left called. Flop came king high with 2 spades, had the flush draw. I let out for, I think, 1,200, and he raised me to about 6,000. I don't know what that guy's doing over there. Freaked me out for a second. Definitely not English. So he raised me to 6. I felt like gambling because I've been running like God on these cards, so I put him all in for a couple thousand more. He had top set of kings and I bricked off my flush, so we're sitting at about, I don't know, about 28,000, so almost triple what I started with. Let's just keep this run going. First place is looking well over 2,000. I think we're up to about 80 players plus, so it could be a nice payout to finish the weekend. So I will check in soon. And we are out. I went into this tournament saying I wouldn't play tight and gamble it up. Played a bunch of suited connectors. Got down to about 22,000. Blinds were 600 and 1,200, so I had less than 20 big blinds. I hadn't played for a while actually, and I had 3, 5 of clubs, so I raised it up. And the flop came, let's see, king, 7, 3 with 2 clubs. And I bet 3,000, guy called. Turn was a 5 of spades. So putting 3 spades out there, giving me 2 pair, and I had just about pot size left. Try not to get run over again. And so I went all in, guy called with the nut flush. So I had 4 outs to make the boat. I missed, and I'm out. So had a fun time. I just used up my slot play for being a new Graton member. $25 in free slot play. So I'm done. Definitely profited for the weekend. It's always a nice feeling to leave with a pretty good win. So I'm headed home. Gonna go work on my video so I can post it up so everyone can enjoy the fun that I just experienced the last 24 hours. So I'll catch up with you guys soon. And I'll see you the next time on Sean's Poker Adventures. Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, going to get my Chick-fil-A. Oh yeah, baby.